everyone. My name is Danielle Wilson, and I work with the School of Education here at UMKC. I work with recruitment and retention, and basically that's just a fancy way of saying I work with incoming students like yourself as well as current students. That's my favorite part of the job, is that I get to work with you as you're checking out the School of Ed, getting interested, but then also I get to continue to work with you while you're in our program. I just want to remind everybody that there is a live chat going on Platform Q that I am keeping track of. So feel free to ask all the questions in that chat, and I'll definitely be in contact with you. Yeah, it's just a great way to ask questions that I may not answer or things I may not touch on. I do want to just start this video or this little chat sharing with you a little experience from one of our current students. So I'm going to go ahead and get that video queued up and show it to you.
Hi everyone, my name is Dashanet. I am a senior here at UMKC School Education, specifically the elementary education. That's my major. And a few facts about me is one, that I am actually not from Kansas City. I'm originally from St. Louis. And then another fact about me is that I'm actually the oldest of five. So, and with that being said, I have four younger brothers, so I know y'all are like, whoa, how'd you do that? I did it. And it definitely, I think, helped me determine what I want to be when I grew up. One of the reasons why I chose UMKC is one, because of the distance from St. Louis. I love my mom and my family, and I wanted to always make sure that I'm able to go to St. Louis if I ever need to go, or my mom can come up whenever she needs to. Another reason why I chose UMKC is the simple fact that there's this program called the Institute for Urban Education. So you probably hear me say IUE. That's the acronym. And with that, the IUE pushes us to further our knowledge and our understanding of students that are in urban areas or in inner city schools. And that's actually one of the reasons why I want to become a teacher. If you know this is what you want to do, they're going to push you to make sure that this is where you're supposed to be at, and you should want to be challenged, so you can be able to use those techniques, those skills for your future class. UMKC is full of love. It's just full of people wanting to be better. They want to make a difference in the world, and that's everybody that I see, all my peers, whether they're in nursing, whether they're in education, whatever. Like, everybody I can tell wants to be the better version of themselves. The school of education has prepared me to teach in any setting with the urban-based curriculum that we go through. So our goal is to make sure that you're a versatile teacher, basically. So you can teach in any setting, a rural area, like, it doesn't matter. Like, they make sure that you're ready for anything.
So it was great to hear from Dashanet, who of course is one of our current students, and just she's so lovely to be around. I'm sad that she's a senior, so any of you that will be incoming next August won't get to see her, but hopefully she is sticking around in the area to teach, so hopefully maybe you'll get placed at one of her schools and you'll get to meet her in person. Of course, she's just so lovely and great to hear from. Now that we've heard from one of our current students, I want to just chat with you a little bit about what UMKC School of Education has to offer. Of course, Dashanet had some great things to say, but I want to share just some logistics for you, or just some kind of things that might be helpful for you as you're thinking about different programs. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we will just walk through a little bit of a presentation. We won't go through much. Like I said, I'll be live in the chat, so that might be a really good place just to ask questions and get some answers, but we'll walk through this presentation again. Of course, this is me. This is when I had longer hair. You've been going through Discover Week, so you know all about Kansas City. You know all about UMKC. What we really need to talk about today is the School of Education. So at UMKC School of Education, we have one common goal: helping our students leave UMKC better than before. We see beyond degrees and backgrounds to what really matters: people. So, like I said, a lot of people know UMKC as a research institute, as Kansas City's school, but even though the School of Ed itself does have a research institute, we don't research for the sake of research. We research for the sake of pouring back out into the community, and that really is the backbone of who we are. We love that we are located in Kansas City. We love what the schools, districts around us have to offer to education, and we love being able to partner with them both to give our current students teaching experience, but also just to get into their classrooms and help out their students too. So, a little bit about the School of Education. These next 6 things are kind of just who we are. We're social justice and urban education minded. So, again, a lot of our surroundings is urban education, and we lean heavy into that. We believe that if you learn here, you can serve anywhere. So if you learn and are prepared within an urban environment, you will be able to stay within that environment, teach there, do well, but also do well within a suburban environment or even a rural environment. We train teachers and really instill a philosophical sense that your classroom should be the safest place for any student, regardless of their racial background, their ethnic background, their religious, their sexual orientation, their gender identity, any of those things. Your classroom should be the safest space for them to be. We hope that you leave our program believing that and knowing that. We hope that your classroom is shaped into something like that. Again, affordability, we'll talk a little bit about that, but just a heads up, if you're a Kansas resident or Missouri resident, you get in-state tuition for both schools, for both states, excuse me. So that's an important thing to know. A wide range of field experiences. So you probably do know this. About 50% of UMKC grads stay in the area. So that gives us just massive amounts of connections within our community to give you a wide range of field experiences. You do start your practicum hours your junior year and student teaching your senior year. But if you're in this one program called the Institute for Urban Education, which we'll talk about a little bit later on, you actually can start your field experience your freshman year, which is huge. It just gives you so much more time in the classroom. It gives you so much more space to learn from the teachers that have come before you, as well as shape your own ideologies and practice as you're beginning to understand what you will be like as a teacher. Again, we have small class sizes overall. I think UMKC has 15-to-1 faculty to student to faculty ratio, but in the School of Ed, we even have a little bit smaller class sizes where we really are able to give you that individualized attention. And the fact that you get into the classrooms a little earlier, you get a lot of individualized attention from the teachers that you're learning from within your classroom, from within your practicum, within your field experience setting as well. And again, preparation and reputation. So that's just kind of all of it together. We just have so many connections within the Kansas City area. We're just so well known. We have lots of resources and ways to connect you both as a teacher and just as a professional. So here are areas of certification. We have early childhood education, which is birth through grade 3, and elementary education at the undergraduate level. We also offer music education. So if that's something you're interested in, I'll get you connected to the right people. And at the Masters of Arts level, we offer middle school, high school, and then multiple grade levels, K through 12, in those different specialty areas. And then, of course, we offer special education as well. So a lot of people, if you're interested in middle, second, or secondary ed or high school, what we suggest is that you get an undergraduate degree in your content area and take 18 credits of your master's level work while you're in your undergraduate and just stay for 1 more year. And 5 years, you have a complete undergraduate degree, a certification to teach, and a master's, which is just going to first put you ahead amongst your peers. It's also just going to start you off with better pay, which is just huge when you're a teacher. So next, I want to talk about scholarship opportunities. Of course, we have both automatic and competitive scholarship opportunities that come just through your general application at UMKC, but the School of Education has additional 26 or more internal applications that we offer just to education students. Of course, if you're wanting to be a teacher, the government offers federal teach grants, minority teach grants, and federal loan forgiveness. So if you hear the word grant, that's money you don't have to pay back. And if you hear forgiveness, of course, that's opportunity to take out an initial loan and then have it forgiven later on. And then kind of what we were talking about earlier, the Institute for Urban Education. So this is something we lean huge into. It began in 2005. First of its kind. It is a cohort program. So it's a program where you come in with your students, come in with your peers, and you kind of stay with them throughout the 4 years that you're in the program. Prepares future teachers for success in urban classrooms. So this program is specifically geared towards students who are wanting to continue or wanting to be in an urban classroom. So they have bi-weekly urban education seminars, cohort dinners, community projects, early field experiences and teaching internships. So this is the program where you start your internships and teaching experiences your freshman year, as well as alumni connections and mentoring. And here's the huge thing: if you get into this program, you get scholarships between $5,000 and $15,000 for up to 4 years. So this can be used for our students who are doing a 4-year degree in a topic area and then moving on to a master's, or for our students who are just doing an undergrad degree in elementary or early childhood. So for up to 4 years, and if you think about it this way, if you get the lowest amount, which is $5,000, that's half of your tuition if you're an in-state resident for Kansas or Missouri. And if you get $15,000, that's the price of your full tuition plus some additional money toward room and board. And again, with that program, there's a 100% hire rate because one of the great things about this model is that if you are in this program, you actually get placed in one of our Kansas City partner schools, so one of our urban schools. So it's a win-win. You're learning more about the program and the school you want to be in, and then you get an automatic job for the types of schools or urban classrooms that you want to teach in. And once you're hired, all that salary goes back to you. None of it goes back to UMKC. It is your money. It's just a job, and you're doing what you love. So we'll jump down to a little bit of fun facts about the School of Ed. So UMKC grads get hired. Over 90% of our UMKC teacher candidates are hired upon a graduation. So by the time they're walking across that stage, they're getting their degree. 90% of them already have jobs. Over 50% of UMKC teacher candidates are hired before they graduate. So before they even get to graduation, they already have a job lined up for the following August. And then all of our spring 2016 elementary education graduates had teaching contracts before they graduated from UMKC. So that's huge. I'm just gonna jump down here. Feel free to pause it or look over this. This is our enrollment timeline. So we're kind of in this area. You should have started to apply to where you're looking to go to schools. Start your FAFSA application. We have some priority scholarship deadlines coming up, especially if you're a senior. This is most applicable to you. If you're a junior, just keep poking around, asking questions, looking for what you're looking for. And then here are some ways to get involved. Always connect with me. Here's my email, here's my phone number. Feel free to get in contact with me. We have some academic info sessions coming up. We have additional discovery weeks coming up. You can chat one-on-one with current students, as well as we have both virtual and in-person campus tours. I will give you a caveat. Our campus tours that are in person have ended for this semester, and they'll pick back up January 25th. Of course, pandemic pending, of course. So I would suggest just visiting our website and go ahead and getting signed up for those, because those are going quick. But in the meantime, we have lots of virtual campus tour options. Yeah. It's been great to be with you. Like I said, I'll continue to be in the chat until the hour is up. And so just throw all your questions my way. Give me your contact information. I'll give you mine. I would love to continue to connect with you and just answer any questions that you have. We're glad that you're here. We're glad that you're interested in UMKC, and we just hope that we can find the right fit for you if you're at all interested in college. My name's Danielle. It's lovely to be with you. Bye.